In this vast gaming world, you can come across a lot of different game styles. There are the mainstream ones, the indies, the surprise hits, and many more. But sometimes you can get the chance to play something that is really different. Something that takes its own path and has no shame in it. Clash, Artifacts of Chaos is one of those games, and you will soon understand why you should give this one a playthrough. Hi guys, this is Jay. Clash is developed by Ace Team, a small studio based in Chile. The game's story is set in the same universe as Xenoclash 1 and 2, a dystopian and really weird place called Zenozoik. Everything in this world is unusual, from the environment to the way the characters fight and resolve conflicts in their society. In this entry, you play as Pseudo, an experienced fighter who is able to learn a wide variety of martial arts. Early in the game, you will come across the boy. The little bird is hunted by creatures who seek to use his mysterious powers. Pseudo will in a way feel obligated to help and protect him. This will take the main character on a quest to find powerful artifacts of chaos. They are the only things that will give him a chance against the leaders of the mercenaries. Throughout this adventure, you will come across a wide variety of environments, characters, and lore, each one more mysterious than the other. This constant weirdness gives this game a lot of personality, something we will talk in detail later. This is a fighting game, so as mentioned before, you will be able to acquire different fighting styles, each one of them having a light combo, a heavy attack, as well as a specific dodge attack. You will also be able to learn different power moves to stun and surprise your opponents. All of this is upgradable, and you can switch between them fairly often. Pseudo also has a rage meter, if you will. When filled, he can trigger a powerful first-person stance, which does heavy damage and stuns opponents. The stats of your character are also upgradable, which means you can focus on a particular playstyle. Certain stats also give a benefit to some of the fighting styles, something to keep in mind when spending skill points. Other than his fists, Pseudo can also use weapons, which come in a light or heavy form. Each one of them give different stats. I must say that at the start of the game they felt pretty strong, but as the game got on, their power went down pretty hard. But that may be just me. The contrary can be said for the range attack, which is, way too powerful. I was sometimes able to kill enemies before they could do anything. Before getting into a fight, there's a couple of things that you can do to prepare yourself. Up first, you can equip Pseudo, and even the little bird, with different armor pieces found throughout your adventure. You can also brew some health potions, which can have additional effects depending on what you put in the cauldron. These range from extra power to more defense, for example. Finally, there's this unique mechanic where you can challenge opponents to a dice game before the fight. You both choose an artifact to put in play, and the winner gets to apply the artifact's effect to the loser, which means that if you win, you will have an advantage. This is awesome, since you get to prepare your dice game alongside your fighting tactics. It creates another facet and deepens the gameplay. The world of Zenozoik has a lot of character and is very original. As mentioned before, pretty much everything is unfamiliar and weird. The environment is colorful and full of weird shapes and buildings. The creatures and characters that will cross your path are equally bizarre and surprising. The lore surrounding the different beings of this world is also unusual and quite vague, but that may be due to the fact that I haven't played Xenoclash before. Anyhow, Even the characters seemed confused by what was going on sometimes.
It's Zenozoik. Oh, what is there to understand?
All of these elements really work together to make you understand that even though Zenozoik is very weird and chaotic, it still has some kind of logic and culture. The further you progress, the more you understand that the inhabitants of this world respect a certain structure and live by certain codes, even if they don't make a lot of sense. For example, there is the one law that forces you to accept the dice duel and its associated consequences. This, in turn, gives enormous power to the people who hold the powerful artifacts used in these duels, since they can defeat anybody. Everyone follows this law, even if it is quite unfair and leads to people being oppressed by the strong. Those who don't abide by this law are outcasts and are treated as crazy persons.
Good game! I win! You surrender.
The main character, Pseudo, is himself really interesting. When going to sleep, the world changes, as if he was sleepwalking in a nightmare. There are certain differences in enemies, you can acquire specific armor, and even go through places you can't go when you are awake. The same situation happens when you die. You awake in this alternate world and have a chance to retrieve your body. This is great, since you get to explore familiar areas with a different pair of glasses, if you get my meaning. Things are the same, but they are different at the same time, which adds to the mystery of this place. The relationship between him and the boy is probably one of the best things in the game. It's on the level of The Last of Us with Joel and Ellie, and even God of War with Kratos and Atreus. But, as you know, this is the kind of thing that you can appreciate a lot more if you experience it yourself. The moveset of certain fighting styles are also quite distinct from what we're used to see. This makes the characters of Zenozoik move in bizarre and unexpected ways. It also opens up gameplay possibilities as well as some variation in your tactics. Additionally, the art style used for this game is quite unique. It is called cross-hatching, which is a style where closely spaced lines create the shading and give the game this comic book or illustration feeling. These are only a few of the things that gives this game its unique vibe. But this video can only do it justice to a certain point. So, here is my advice. Give it a shot if you haven't played it yet. Only then will you truly understand why Clash, Artifacts of Chaos is so weird and so good. Thank you so much for being here with me through this review. If you think I missed some elements or got some of them wrong, feel free to start the discussion in the comments section. I would love to discuss anything Clash with you. I thank you once again, take care, and I sincerely hope that you'll be with us for the next step in our odyssey.